Namaste, beautiful original angelic souls and galactic family. Welcome back to my channel, Indigo Angel. If you wish to continue to receive my messages, please hit the notifications bell. Otherwise, constant variations of the YouTube algorithms may make sure that you have no idea when I post. And truly, your connection is meaningful and profound in these galactic missions that we all came here to achieve and work together in a supportive way. Our higher selves and oversoul groups have merged and connected, and there is reason you were meant to find my channel. Do not doubt this for a second. We are all here to be united and aligned to the true Christic spiral of our ever-distressed Mother Earth, Tara Gaia. So today, I feel I have explosive messages for those resonating as a Pleiadian starseed or indigo, crystal, rainbow, and emerald grail lines, what I am now calling royalty genetics, that the Andromedan alignment has been bringing through. So these royalty genetic ascension codes I've been receiving from this Andromedan alignment, which we will be going through that alignment until May 3rd. Which is ultimately collective embodiment of the ninth sphere of the oversoul triad of the diamond sun crystalla light body Cathara grid. The Pleiadians being the embodiment of the fifth sphere of the soul triad of the diamond sun crystalla light body Cathara grid. Activation of the crystalla light body through these ascended hybrid lines of 22 plus lineages, 7 root races, 5 cloisters, proteins, atoms, molecules, DNA that has been activated to the 12 to 48 strand DNA matrix and Cathara grids. So this would be the bones. Truly being the bridge between upper and lower worlds, the guardians of the lost in probable timelines, those that have been predestined with an ascension code activation date inside their bodies and grid systems, to then embark on a journey of recalling their entire existence in grail line of this planet, shifting meta and ultra-terrestrially, and time traveling, regressing and progressing through incarnational and ancestral trauma, world mass cataclysms, Christ star return events, and future probability synchronicities. Ultimately, reconnecting in spirit to the race morphogenetic field of the planet, which is the planet's Akashic records and memory banks of all existences. Remember, there will always be another merge into the fifth dimension, a falling away of lower timelines, and acceleration through emerging into the fourth density waves, always. That is the cyclical nature and truest rhythm and vibration of the eternal life spiral. Now, essentially, all of those going through bio-regenesis processes, or aka ascension, which is a natural evolution and ultimately the mutation of our DNA affecting mostly the genetics through micromutation of 100,000 years progression. This is also highly affecting the human autonomic nervous system, specifically the response or reactions of the conscious and unconscious human genome epigenetic expression, causing changes in these reactions affecting mostly starseeds and royalty genetics, so the hybrids on Earth. All starseeds on Earth at this time are hybrid grail lines, which is genetic polymorphism, an occurrence between 2 or more different forms of mutations in the genotype. Not one starseed will have only one galactic signature of universal Christ seed forms of consciousness, and not any starseed's energy celestial blueprints will be the same. So no two humans are genetically identical. So Earth is a vast library of interconnected cosmic hybridizations with infinite possibilities. My messages today is one of excitement and passion, honestly, because I'm about to present some information that many are not really aware of. And this is very, very deep quantum within the internal realms. This is very profound. So please just keep in your priority of observation that I am truly only a conduit for these messages. So those of you who are resonating Pleiadian already know that the Pleiades rule the heart chakra and the densities 4 through 6. The fifth council of Alcyone in the Guardian Alliance, representing all three eternal collectives of the consciousness of three primal light and sound fields of consciousness and creation. Pleiades is essentially the sustenance of creation. They represent the emerald, gold, and amethyst light orders. They represent the yanas of the primal sound orders. The yanas being the Grandayana, Wakayana, and the Ramayana. They are all Emerald Covenant Tyrannosaurus soul genetic lineages, which are fourth dimensional incarnates, with counterclockwise spins of the antiparticle prototypes of the higher harmonic universes, with proteins of many different forms such as seraphim, hominoid, avian, feline, cetacean, inu, and oraphim. The frequency of these stargates of the flock of the doves is mostly concerned with unconditional love and unity. They are the stars of the seven sisters, the desires of Zeus, virgin companions of Artemis, the seven mothers, the seven Hathors. They are the first lunar nakshatra, Kritika, meaning star of fire and spirit. Its qualities within itself are purification, explosive, independent, life-sustaining. These are the stars of purpose, the stars of success, the star power to worship, the powers to achieve many things in life. We are now currently aligning to this Stargate system according to the lunar mansions, placing integrations and cosmic metagalactic attunements at 26 degree 40 Aries to 10 degrees Taurus. And in tropical astrology, we align to the Pleiades at about 24 to 29 degrees Taurus. So ultimately, we feel this in its entirety around May 16th through the 20th. We'll go through a big Pleiadian alignment. But those with hyper meta-tuned senses to the stargates will start to activate to these transmissions now. If anyone has heard of the Seven Sisters Prophecy, they are a group that has begun putting out transmissions on YouTube. There's also another channel called Alcyone Pleiades News Reports, covering what the Pleiades are now trying to expose, which is the draconian empire governmental disturbing experimental philosophy of all evolution occurs through trauma, and how every single person is under mind control, implants, tags, and tracking devices, and trigger nanotechnologies where they neuro-interface desires and then chemically blank slate you, so you have loss of time and loss of memory. There is also non-consensual birth abductions, which is a very deep, profound thing that is claiming our babies. And I can't really get into this right now, but I am working on putting something together on this topic soon. Essentially, the Pleiades are fighting to keep the original angelic human genome from extinction. See, the tricky thing about the Pleiades right now is this is truly a council that is in crisis. And this is definitely, and there's definitely some hesitation on my part in coming out with this information, but this is only to assist soul groups with the awareness of the interstellar warfare that's currently occurring in the Alcyone Terran gates. Alcyone holds Terra's gates. So Terra, being the higher harmonic universe prototype of Earth, densities 4 through 6, and this is the density in which all original angelic humans incarnate from. See, the Pleiadians have always been the over-seers of the rehabilitating Anunnaki lineages that are entering into bio-regenesis processes. So those that have essentially overcome their master regulatory expressions of Illuminati gene codes. But there are groups from Alcyone that have joined the united resistance with the draconians and Enlil-Nibiuruian Annunaki forces called the Pheonix Project, the Pheonix Matrix, and the Pheonix wormholes, and essentially started a frequency war that's existed since the beginning of the 9,560 BC Luciferian covenants. And this is something that nobody's talking about. about how these specific groups from Alcyone, and not all groups from Alcyone, not all Pleiadians, but certain groups from Alcyone have joined forces with the Reptile League. And now predictions from my sources are stating that the World War III drama in motion and the trigger event will be played out in Pleiades, that the final conquest and dominion for Stargate and Templar control and World War III drama is intended to lay claim to desired territories while abducting and non-consensual chemically blank slating our starseeds and reducing angelic human and indigo children populations. So we may now begin experiencing ascension codes called War in the Heavens or the War of Frequency. Some of that is already playing out in the masses with some current events of the yellow jacket movements and things like this. These are mass expressions of this intergalactic spiritual warfare. So we may begin experiencing ascension codes called the War in the Heavens and the War of Frequency. And this actually brings me to the importance of the new incarnational waves and seedings. The Hathors and the Mothers of Earth and the Maya are now bringing in awakened and activated souls from the spirit's cradle, the womb, from essentially Lyra's cradle. Children born now will take their first breath as fully ascended soul-embodied beings, resonating with density bodies of awareness from 13th to the 15th density. As their life missions are at the speed of there is no time to waste, they will be beyond activated and lit up spiritually, energetically, emotionally, and psychically, telepathically, with the abilities of bilocation, with the abilities of Enlil-Nibiuruian technologies. They will tune directly into the race morphogenetic field and understand the severity and harshness of this planet's condition inherently through memory. Their mission will be to raise the vibration of the planet and further assist with the evolution into ushering of the new future. These new hybrid lines will be unlike anything on this planet. Yet, as the hybridization is in full swing, more and more will have connection to the Melchizedek cloisters in the DNA and direct Sirius B and Blue Sphere connection to Sirius. Now, the Pleiades were the most influential Stargate in cosmic human history since the second seeding, as they were merged with the Terra, true, pure Tyrannosaurus foundation for the root race 3 and 4 of the Lemurian and Atlanteans. And groups from Pleiades have re-emerged with Syrian Pleiadian peace agreements called Peace Treaty of Altair, bringing soul groups of Pleiades back into the Guardian Alliance. This is real quantum planetary override procedures, phantom Earth overlays, and genetically modified energetic systems. When infiltration of genetics for lineages through the 4th through 6th density have been polymorphosized with draconian seeds. What does this mean for humanity and the merge of new Earth, the new wave, the new evolution? When we really sit down and look at the history of our soul lineages and who and what we really are. Pleiades is also a transiting photon belt in our 26,000-year solar system cycle that connects to the galactic alignment of the planet at 27 degrees Sagittarius. So if any of you seen my last video on Draco's alignment, I go over how Draco is at 27 degrees Gemini, this making Draco and the galactic alignment and Pleiades all in alignment to one another through this interstellar mapping portal system. Pleiades and Orion being the Stargates most in contact with Dracos. And everything galactic is equally opposite in the quantum internal realms. So these reality treaties, overlay agreements, interstellar, ultra, and meta-terrestrial shifts that are playing out internally within the bodies, within the density structures, chakra systems, and Cathara grids, the bones and teeth. These micro-galactic attunements are within thyself. These systems inside the body are under distress due to the increased levels of the Schumann resonance, the north and south poles that are capable of flipping at any time in the next 200 years that will affect electrical grids, technology, all grid systems, and truly leave the planet in an unpredictable state. We are waiting for a solar sneeze while the Earth's magnetosphere continues to weaken due to the overly distressed liquid core of the planet. There's so much going on right now on Earth and on this star system because they are ultimately energetically merged, energetically linked, electromagnetically connected through their iron cores. Because here on Earth, we are harmonic universes 1 through 3. Pleiades holds our 4 through 6 harmonic universe future prototype of Tara. So there's a lot of connection here to the Pleiades Stargate system. And it's going to be a little hard to get all of this out to you right now, but I will continue to put out the information as I receive further guidance from the divine to do so. So I hope you enjoyed this message. If you have any further questions or you would like a starseed origin chart or a Skype reading, please message me on Facebook, or you can email me at indigoangel222@gmail.com. Namaste, beautiful galactic hearts. Have an amazing everything.